Next, we have highlighters. I'm kind of dreading this category too. Not as much as I'm dreading blush, but highlighter is very interesting. I love to buy highlighters, but I don't find that I use them as often, and I think it's because I usually use a glowy primer or a glowy foundation, and then by the time I get to highlight, I'm like, I really don't need any more highlight. You know what I mean? I don't know, but I love to buy them. I love to look at highlight, but I really need to tone it down because I don't need as many as I have. So these are all of my liquid or stick highlights. So let's go ahead and get started with this. I'm gonna pick out the ones that I know I want to keep. The first one is this one. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Light Wand. This is the Pillow Talk that came out recently. And do I use this often? No. But am I going to get rid of it? Absolutely not. It's such a pretty soft pink highlight. I wish it was not in this packaging. That's the only thing with these beauty light wands. I'm just not a huge fan of the sponge tip, but I don't mind it for this because it is so pretty and I just love it. You know how I am with Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. I just can't get enough. So that one is going to be a keep. I'm going to go ahead and declutter this little mini Milk highlight stick in the shade Turnt. This is pretty from what I remember, but it's a little too like white and icy looking for me. I typically like something a little more on the golden side. I guess I shouldn't say golden, more of a champagne-y kind of highlight, not so much this white kind of color. So that one is gonna go. Then I have this. I think I got this from either Marshall's or TJ Maxx a long time ago. So this is Gilded Honey from Laura Geller, and I think her original powder version of this was what was super popular a few years ago. This is the stick version. It's the easy illuminating stick, and it is really pretty. I mean, that's the type of color that I like to use, but I never reach for this. So I'm thinking that's gonna go too because I just don't think I'm gonna use it. Then we have this one from Merit. I love the packaging of this. I just love the branding in general from Merit. I think it's just so pretty. This one is the shade Kava. So that is it there. I don't love the color of this one. I mean, it's okay. It's again a little silvery looking though. I didn't buy this. They sent this to me. I do think there's a new shade of this that just came out. I think it's called Bounce, maybe. I could be wrong about that. Bounce might be the other color that they've always had. I don't know. I just feel like I'm not going to use this color. I love the packaging though. I really hate to get rid of this. I'm going to put that in the maybes for now. Then I have this little mini from Iconic London. This is the original highlighter. Now this is an intense highlight. And I remember I bought this a few years ago because, unless I'm getting this confused with something else, a few years ago, The Bachelorette, a bunch of the people that were on that show, a bunch of the contestants, were like all about this highlight on Instagram, social media and stuff, and I love The Bachelor. I love The Bachelorette, so I of course felt like I needed this. It is just a little mini size, but I don't know. I feel like this is another one that I'm not gonna use. It's just gonna kind of sit there. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this. It's pretty, but again, it has more of that kind of silvery look, and It's interesting because it looks more golden in the bottle, but then when you put it on your hand, it has more of that silvery kind of look, which is not really my favorite. So I'm going to go ahead and declutter that one. Then we have this one from Sephora collection. This is the clean, I don't remember what this is called. And it's not, oh, clean glowing multi-stick in the shade Supernova. Okay, I think this is pretty new to me. I think this is more of a golden color. It's really hard to tell. I've got so much stuff on my hands. Let me put this over here. So hard to tell in this light. It definitely looks like a more golden color. I feel like it still looks kind of icy and silvery though in the swatch. I don't know. I'm gonna put that in the maybe. Then we have Benefit What's Up highlighter. I feel like this was like a classic highlight for a while. But again, I never use it. This is so hard. Okay, that one's gonna be a maybe. Then I have two of these Nudestix Hey Honey highlights. I'm not exactly sure how I ended up with two of these. I think I might have gotten one in a set and then I already had one or something, but this is more of the golden kind of color that I like. Can't even tell at this point. I have so much on my hand, but I like the color of this, so I am gonna keep this one. I'm not gonna keep both of these because I don't need two of them. So I'll keep this one and declutter this one. Then we have a Rare Beauty in the shade Mesmerize. So this one I bought during the Sephora sale because I had a mini of this highlight and I loved it so much. I did not want to run out of it. It's more of that pinky kind of color, but it's so pretty. I love to mix this with my Rare Beauty blushes, especially the shade Happy. This mixed with that is so good. So that one I do want to keep. These two were supposed to be similar. The Flower Spotlight was supposed to be similar to Charlotte Tilbury in the shade Spotlight. Let's test it out. First of all, my Spotlight from Charlotte Tilbury is pretty old. I really wish we could get away from this packaging with highlight. See, I don't really think you can even tell much of a difference. I feel like the Flower Beauty one is a little more frosty. Spotlight from Charlotte Tilbury is a little more shimmery looking. Not glittery, but just more shimmery. This one's more frosty. I'm gonna go ahead and declutter the Flower one. This is okay, but I just I don't see myself using this. I mainly bought it for my Flower Beauty video and it's okay, but I'm not like blown away by it. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and declutter that one. And then Spotlight. I mean, this is pretty, but it's very old. I'm gonna put this in maybe for now as well. All right, moving on to my powder highlighters now. So I'm gonna go ahead and just pick the obvious keeps. Obvious keep is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Multi Glow in Romance Light. So this is the newer one that came out when the Pillow Talk Beauty Light wand came out. This was the lighter one. There was also a warmer one that was more bronzy. This one was more pinky purpley. This is so pretty. I love this. I would not get rid of this ever. The packaging, the colors, it's also really pretty on your eyes. And I mean, look how cute. That's a definite keep. Also a definite keep. This one is the Cookie highlight from Benefit. This was my very, very favorite highlight for a long time. And I still really like it. This one is pretty icy, but I don't care. It's so pretty. I don't mind it. I I still love this one. So this is a definite keep. Then I have this little freestyle, kilowatt freestyle highlight from Fenty Beauty. So this one is more, oh, it is pretty though. I was gonna say I don't think I need that one, but gosh, that is really pretty. It's very golden. That's prettier than I remember. I'm actually gonna keep that one. I was gonna say I'm gonna get rid of that, but I actually like that. Okay, this one I am gonna get rid of. This is the e.l.f. Baked Highlight in Moonlight Pearls. This formula is pretty good. It's obviously baked, but it's definitely more on the silvery side. It's more of a subtle highlight. It's pretty. I would maybe buy one of these again and maybe just a different color. This one is not my favorite, so I'm gonna go ahead and declutter. Then I have this Buxom Wanderlust in White Russian. This was a TJ Maxx purchase, I'm pretty sure. I don't know why, I just felt like I had to have this highlight. And it is pretty. It's that pinky color. I do feel like though, since I have that new Charlotte Tilbury one, I really don't need this, to be honest, although that is really pretty. I'm gonna put that in the maybes for right now. And then we have this Makeup by Mario Master Secret Glow highlight. So this was his clear highlight he came out with a while back. I don't know. I feel kind of torn about this. I love the concept. I just don't know if I'm gonna reach out or reach for this and actually use it. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and declutter. This is the last group of highlights. So, oh, this is gonna be a hard group. I'm just gonna start going. None of these are super easy, honestly. So this is the Balm Mary Luminizer. I got mine a few years ago and I was in New York. I went to the store, what is it called? Riley Rose, I think is the name of it. It's like the Forever 21 makeup store. And they had a bunch of the Balm makeup there. So I ended up getting this. I know this used to be super popular. It's not like a cult favorite. Well, I guess it is, kind of. I was gonna say it's not anymore, but maybe it still is. But again, I never reach for this. But then part of me wants to keep it. I don't know. Let me compare it to this. This is the Laura Mercier Matte Radiance Baked Powder in shade Highlight. Let me swatch these two next to each other. I feel like they're similar. I feel like Laura Mercier is a little bit icier. The Mary Luminizer is a little more golden, which is what I like. So maybe I will, although I love the formula on this one. I'm thinking I want to keep the Mary Luminizer, declutter, Laura Mercier. Then I have my two from MAC. So I have Soft and Gentle. This one is really pretty. This has always been a favorite. I love the color of this one. It's kind of pinky, kind of golden. Has a little bit of all the colors in it, I feel like. So I think I want to keep that. Then this is MAC Double Gleam. This is a newer purchase for me. I either got this at Marshall's or I got it at the cosmetics company store. I can't remember where I got it from. It's very pretty, but as you can see, that Double Gleam is definitely more icy, like almost a bluish color, and Soft and Gentle is more warm. So I'm going to keep Soft and Gentle, get rid of Double Gleam. Then we have Ilia Daylite Highlighting Powder in Decades. This one, I haven't used this very much at all. Just looking at it, it kind of reminds me of the Balm Mary Luminizer. I don't know. That one's gonna go in maybe. Then we have Essence, the Pure Nude Highlight. I have had this before and I ended up decluttering it. I just was never a huge fan of this, and then my mom bought it and she never used it, so she gave it to me. So now I have it again, but yeah, I just don't get the hype around this. It doesn't give a whole lot of highlight. I also don't really like the formula. It's kind of clumpy looking. I don't know. I'm gonna declutter that one. Oh gosh, then Becca Champagne Pop. That one is still so good. That is such a beautiful highlight. I have to keep that one. Then we have, this is new. I got this for free in my Clinique order when I did my Clinique video. This is Lunar Pop. Yeah, that one didn't wow me when I did my video. Yeah, I'm gonna declutter this one. It didn't really blow me away when I tried it initially, and it was free. I didn't buy it. So I think I will declutter this. I will probably try to sell this one because it's brand new. And last we have the ColourPop Super Shock highlighter in Lunch Money. I used to use this all the time. I haven't used it in a little while. Oh man, it's so pretty though. Yeah, that one's a classic. It's more of that golden champagne color, so I'm gonna keep that one. Let's reevaluate the maybes. I'm gonna get rid of Buxom White Russian. I just don't feel like I need this because I have this Charlotte Tilbury one and I have Soft and Gentle from MAC, and I like those two better. So that one I'm gonna declutter. I might sell that one because that is pretty new. I'm gonna get rid of What's Up from Benefit. This is pretty, but I don't know. I'm not gonna use this. I'm gonna declutter that. I feel like these two are kind of similar, the Merit and the Sephora. So if I need to keep one and not both for sure. That one is the Sephora one. That's the Merit one. Yeah, I mean, they look very similar. I feel like I kind of like the look of the Sephora one slightly more than the Merit one. The Merit one is a little bit more glittery looking. Not by a lot, but I feel like I like the color of this Sephora, and this is pretty new. I haven't even had this for very long, so I'm gonna keep that one and declutter the Merit one. Let me re-swatch this Ilia one. I mean, that is really pretty. Why don't I use that? Let me compare it to the Mary Luminizer. This one is more golden. I feel like looking at them there, I like the Ilia one more. I feel like the Mary Luminizer looks a little bit, I don't know, powdery almost. But then maybe it looks more natural. Maybe that's a good thing. Okay, now I'm gonna keep Ilia. I think I'm gonna declutter this one. I kind of want to keep it, but I feel like it's too similar, but I like the Ilia one more. So we'll declutter that, and then last, this stinking Beauty Light wand from Charlotte Tilbury. Definitely more icy. It's old too, you guys. I have the new Pillow Talk one. I think it's time for this one to go. So that one is gonna go. Okay, I feel like I did pretty good with this category. So I had 28 total. I got rid of 16 and I'm keeping 12. So I got rid of more than I'm keeping. All right, it's time for blush. I really don't, I'm dreading this category, but it's time. So this is, we're gonna do, I think, powder blushes first, and then we'll do creams second. All right, so let's start easy and pick an obvious keep. Obvious keep is Clinique Cheek Pop in the shade Nude Pop. This is one of my favorite blushes in my collection, powder blushes. I love this formula. Very similar to Buxom, Wanderlust, in my opinion. A little less pigmented, but very luminous looking. I love, love, love these. I would love to get another shade at some point. That one is a keep. Then I have some MAC blushes. This is the MAC Mineralize blush in the shade Lovejoy. This is pretty. I think when I bought this, for some reason I was thinking I was buying Warm Soul, and I ended up buying Lovejoy somehow. It's just a little too orangey for me. It doesn't look super orangey in the swatch. It's pretty, but I don't feel compelled to use this color. Formula is okay, but I feel like I can definitely declutter this one. Then we have MAC in the shade Melba. This is one, I've had this for a while. I've never fallen like madly in love with it, but the shade is really pretty. It's just a classic peach. Maybe it's because it's a very matte blush. I don't know. I don't typically go for super matte blushes. I feel like if I'm questioning it, it probably needs to go. So I'm gonna say declutter. Then I have two of the MAC Glow Play blushes. I have So Natural and Cheeky Devil. Cheeky Devil is obviously much more of like a bubblegum pink. I will say, I feel like this particular shade, I mean, even when you really like go in, you don't get a whole lot of pigment. I don't know if it's because this one has kind of gone bad or what, because it feels fine, but I don't know. You don't get, I guess you can see it a bit better there. It just looks a bit chalky to me. I don't remember it always looking like that. So I think I am also gonna declutter that one. My favorite one has always been this one, and So Natural. Swatch this one. That one you can still see. It's very subtle, very pretty nude though. That one I am gonna keep. Then we have two of the Cover FX blush duos. I have Pink Dahlia, which looks like this. Do you guys remember when these were like very, very popular on YouTube? Gosh, they're pretty. This color in particular is so, so pretty. I was actually thinking I might not need to keep this, but now I'm unsure. And then here is Soft Peach. Okay. So Pink Dahlia and Soft Peach. Oh my gosh. Forgot how pretty these are, you guys. I haven't used them in such a long time. I want to keep them, but then I'm trying so hard to just keep the things that I am reaching for. These are gonna go in the maybes. I don't feel equipped to make that decision right now. Then I have both of the Dior Rosy Glow blushes. I have pink and coral. I definitely use the pink shade the most. This is like a true blue toned bubblegum pink. I don't reach for the coral one as much. Oh gosh, this is gonna be hard. Okay, I was hoping I could declutter the coral one, but I feel unsure. Okay, the pink one is definitely staying. The coral one is gonna go in the maybes. Then this is the Sephora Flirted Up Matte Blush. This is the one I think Kylie's makeup artist was using on her. This is kind of a cross between the Dior and that Pink Dahlia color. It's a warm pink, but this color I really like. This is my only Sephora collection blush, so that one is a keep. Obviously, I love Patrick Ta. So we have Patrick Ta Bareminerals. I can already tell you not many are gonna go from this group, because if you've been here, then you know how I feel about Patrick Ta. I'm gonna go through them quickly. So this is the blush duo. This is my newest shade in She's Blushing. Probably my favorite. I would have probably told you She's That Girl was my favorite a year ago. That was before this color came out. So you get the cream and the powder. I mean, look at that. I don't have any color in my collection that looks like that. It's like a kind of a pink, but kind of a nude. It's just the formula, everything is perfect. So that is obviously staying. She's So LA is honestly one I don't wear as much, but again, it's very unique. I don't have a lot like this. It's more of a bronze, like a brownie bronze, but keeping, it's not going anywhere. She's That Girl. This was my first love. This is the one that I have talked about many, 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 many times. Perfect pink. It's not too warm. It's not too cool. It's just everything. That is gonna stay. Then my last duo is Oh She's Different. So this one is more of a berry color. I don't wear this one as much, but I love it still. I love the color. I mean, look at that tone, especially in fall time. This color is beautiful. That is staying. And then this is one of his original blushes. This is from the Monochrome Moment collection. He came out with these first. So these are the all powder, obviously, blushes. This one is very pretty, but I don't ever find myself reaching for this, and I think it's just because I always reach for the duos. But it's a pretty color. I mean, it's just a really classic nude. Has a bit of hard pan on it. That's gonna go in the maybes. I don't feel like I can say one way or the other on that yet. Then we have my Bareminerals blushes. So the first one is the bronzer in the shade Kiss of Pink. This was the original bronzer when they came out the first time. They come in a different packaging now, but this is a definite keep. I love this color. That is it there. Love these. If you get the newer version of this, you will love it. I guarantee you. All three colors look pretty, but for me, Kiss of Pink was the best tone. Then we have the blush I kind of showed earlier. This is the Bareminerals powder blush in the shade Hint. So this is just kind of a rosy color blush. Very, very pretty. It has a lot of shimmer to it. I need to use this one more. I'm actually going to put this in with my blushes now. This has been in with my powders and I kind of forget that I have it, but what a pretty blush color. I definitely want to keep that. Then I have one of the Bounce and Blur blushes. This one is the shade Blurred Buff. So this one kind of reminds me of the MAC Glow Play in So Natural, but this one has a little more pigment to it. It's just a really beautiful bronze nude blush. I like this one. That one I do want to keep. And then this one is Bareminerals Gin Nude Blush in the shade Let's Go Nude. I'm pretty sure this color has been discontinued. They still make these Gin Nude blushes, but not in this color, I'm almost positive. It's very pretty, just a light nude. This one is a matte. It doesn't have any shimmer or anything in it. I could probably declutter this one, but then I'm like looking at that color thinking, no, I can't. All right, we'll put that in the maybes since I can't make up my mind. Round 2. Let's do the same thing again. Pick the ones that I know are not going anywhere. Buxom Wanderlust blushes are one of my favorites ever. This one is Seychelles. This is the first one that I ever bought. It is such a pretty color. Love these so much. So that is a definite keep. I also have that same blush in the shade Ibiza. This one is obviously a brighter pink, but I love it. More of a Barbie pink, but I'm gonna keep it. And then I have Mykonos, which is more of a peach. I love this formula too much to get rid of it, so those are gonna stay. I have this little duo from Nars. It says Blush Duo. They're both Orgasm, so Orgasm Blush, and then I guess this is the Orgasm Highlight. I don't really remember buying this. I must have got this in like a kit or something. That highlight is actually really pretty, but the Orgasm Blush is a little bit dry, and I already have a full size, so I'm gonna go ahead and declutter that. And then this is my Nars Orgasm. This was one of the like jumbo ones that came out. I think it was last summer. That one's a classic. Have to keep Orgasm. Then I have Benefit Dallas. This is my only boxed blush from Benefit. This is pretty new to me. And I don't even know, did they just redo this or something? I know they just came out with new colors, but do they still make Dallas? I bought this because Jessica Braun is always talking about how much she loves this. I feel like it's much lighter than I was thinking it was going to be. It does smell really good. It has that Benefit blush smell. But like even the swatch there is not like blowing me away. I don't know. We'll put that in the maybes. Bobbi Brown Pale Pink. This is such a classic. I wanted this forever. And then I finally ended up finding mine. It was either Marshall's or TJ Maxx. I don't know, but that one is such a classic. I gotta keep that one. Then I have 3 Hourglass blushes, the ambient lighting blushes. So I have Luminous Flush, which is there. It's a little more of corally pink. I have Sublime Flush, which is my newest one. That one is more of like a light pink, almost a lavender color. And then I have Diffused Heat, which I haven't used in a long time. So Diffused Heat, Sublime Flush, Luminous Flush. Oh, Lord. My gosh, you guys, this is so hard. I was thinking, oh, probably gonna declutter at least one of those Hourglass blushes. I feel like Luminous Flush and Diffused Heat are similar. Okay, I know I'm keeping Sublime Flush. That one is pretty new to me. It's the one that's more of a light pink, almost a lavender tone. Luminous Flush, Diffused Heat, going in the maybes. Then I have 2 from Persona. I have Persona Bubble, which is obviously a really bright pink, but I love it. See, this is when I'm thinking, okay, do I need Pale Pink too from Bobbi Brown? I feel like Pale Pink is even more blue toned than Bubble. Yeah, they're different. I'm gonna tell myself they're different. So we gotta keep both. And then I have Georgia, also from Persona. This one is more of a peachy pink. Love that color, so pretty. definite keep. Then I have 3 from Charlotte Tilbury. I have Ecstasy. This was the first one that I got, and it's probably my most used of the 3. Start swatching down here. It's very subtle. What I like about the Charlotte Tilbury blushes is they're a little bit luminous, which I like, but you kind of get 2 blushes. You get 2 different colors, so you can kind of mix them. Ecstasy is staying. Then I have this one. This is a very unique color. It's called the Climax. So it has like a peach in the middle and then more of a brown on the perimeter. So that's it there. So pretty though. It's like a true peachy bronze. Keep. And then this one is Pillow Talk, which is more of a rose. So that's them there. All very different colors. I love Charlotte Tilbury. Gotta keep those. This, I believe, is the last of my powder blushes. Then we'll move on to creams. Okay, most of these are drugstore. There is one Tom Ford duo right here. Okay, keep is this one from Flower Beauty. This is the shade Wild Rose. This is a new addition for me, but I love this color. As you can see, it's that blue toned pink again. Clearly I really like that color. This one has a little more pink in it, not quite as cool toned. It's a little bit warmer, but I've really been loving this. So that one is a keep. Then I have this one also from Flower Beauty in Warm Hibiscus. I'm torn with this one. I've used this a few times and I feel like I don't get much color. Like I wonder if mine is just like dried out, because like if I keep going in, I get a little bit, but it looks more like shimmer more than it does like a blush color. I don't know, something weird with that one. So I'm gonna declutter that. Another keep is this Neutrogena Healthy Blush in the shade Rosy. This is a really beautiful light pink drugstore blush, highly underrated from the drugstore in my opinion. So that one is a keep. This one I like, but I am gonna declutter it. This is the L'Oreal Age Perfect blush in this shade Peony. I got this out to use it not that long ago, and I had to scrape off some hard pan, but even after I kind of scraped it off, I just couldn't get much color to come off of this anymore. It's a really pretty color, really pretty blush. I might repurchase this at some point, but this one I think needs to go. Then I have this one from Revlon in Tickled Pink. Okay, that one is just a little bit different than Wild Rose. That one looks more like Pale Pink from Bobbi Brown. I'm gonna declutter. I don't think I'm gonna use that. And I have the original Milani Luminoso. They don't even look like this anymore. I've heard the formula has changed on this. I don't know if that's true, but I mean, this one is old, but it's still so beautiful. That is such a gorgeous blush. I hope they didn't change this, because this is perfect the way it is. It does not need to be changed. This is fairly new to me. It's the Physicians Formula Butter Believe It in the shade Pink Sands. This one is pretty, but it's very, very light. Like it almost looks white on me. Do you see that? It's just, I don't know. I feel like it's too light. I feel like I don't love how it looks. So I think I'm gonna declutter. Then we have Essence, the blush in the shade Bespoke. So this one reminds me of Seychelles from Buxom. I don't know, you guys. I haven't used that in a long time. I'm gonna say maybe. I don't know about that one. Almay Healthy Hue Blush in Nearly Nude. Okay, those two look pretty similar. I think I like the color of Nearly Nude though a little bit better. So I'm gonna keep that one and declutter the Essence one. Then I have the e.l.f. Primer Infused Blush in the shade Always Punchy. This is a very pretty color if I remember right, yeah. So this is kind of corally, but kind of pinky. It is a matte, which I don't always go for, but this shade is so pretty. Okay, that one's gonna be maybe. I'm not doing very well with these, you guys. Okay, then the LA Girl blush in the shade Just Natural. Okay, that one is a keep. I don't know if you can see that, but I loved this when I first got it. It is a matte, but the color is so, it's nude, but it's also a little pink. It's also a little peach. Kind of hard to classify. This is very good though. I really like that one. That one's gonna stay. And then this is a Tom Ford Duo. I don't know if you even consider this blush, but this is a Skin Illuminating Powder Duo in the shade Incandescent. So this has a blush and a highlight. Ooh, gosh, that color though. I'm gonna have to wipe my hand off in a second. Okay, do you see this? Look at that highlight and that blush. Okay, I need to use this more. That is definitely not going anywhere. All right, moving on to my cream blushes. This may be even harder than powders. So again, I'm just gonna start with ones I know I definitely wanna keep. The first is the Makeup by Mario blush stick in Dusty Rose. I love everything about this one. I love the formula, I love the color. It's very unique. It's more of a rosy color, but it almost has a little bit of a mauve-y undertone to it. It's really pretty, especially in like fall. I love the color. These are so good. They're always sold out, I feel like, but I really enjoy this one. So that is a definite keep. Then we have this Nudestix blush in the Nude. This used to be like my favorite cream blush. Oh gosh, look at that color. It's such a perfect warm nude. Yeah, this one I love. Definitely want to keep it. This color is stunning. That's my only Nudestix blush, I think. Then we have 3 of the Fenty blushes. So I have Petal Poppin', which is probably my favorite of the 3. I love this formula and I love this color. It's just a really pretty poppy kind of pink. I love that one. So that is a keep. I also have this neon pink Bikini Martini. Kind of similar to Persona Bubble. That's it there. That's a definite keep because I just love this formula. And then I also have Rosé Latte, which is more of like a brownie nude. So that is it there. Honestly, I might declutter that one. It's pretty. I feel like my mom might like this. I almost wonder if my mom would like this. I think I might declutter that one. I also have this multi-stick from Ilia in the shade Ladybird. This is a pretty color, but I've never fallen in love with this formula. I don't know why. It's kind of similar also to the Nudestix in the Nude, and I like that one a little bit better. So I'm gonna go ahead and declutter the Ilia one. Then I have one of the Tower 28 blushes in Magic Hour. This is a gorgeous color. I was afraid. I mean, look at that color. That is, oh gosh, that's so good. It's the perfect pinky nude. It's not too light, it's not too dark. I need to get this out and use this more, but that one I do want to keep. Then I have two from Milk Makeup. I have the shade Perk and the shade Work. Perk is more of a corally color, like kind of a poppy corally color. It's pretty, but I don't feel super attached to this one. So I'm gonna declutter. I do really like the color of Work. I used to use this one all the time. I haven't used it in a little while. So that's it there. It's a bit more rosy. I will say these Milk ones have a really strong smell. They smell kind of fruity, which is not really my favorite, but I don't know. I might put that in the maybes. Honestly, might declutter that one. I have so many that are similar to that, and I feel like my mom would like that. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and declutter. And then this is from Galactic. This is one of the duos in the shade La Vie. I bought this because of Melissa Herkman, one of my favorite makeup artists. It's a really bright coral, but then when you blend it out, it's not nearly as bright. It's kind of similar to Perk, but not quite the same. And then there's also a cream highlight that's really, really pretty. I like these, and of the corals that I have, this one is my favorite, so I'm gonna keep that one from Galactic. A lot of these are not gonna go anywhere, I can tell you that right now. The Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Light Wand in Pink Gasm. Love, love, love this. Not going anywhere. Color is kind of similar to Petal Poppin' by Fenty. I was just thinking that when I was looking at the swatch there. Not identical, but kind of close. So that one is an obvious keep. I also have Peach Gasm, which is there. That one is also gonna stay. I definitely don't love the packaging, but I love these from Charlotte Tilbury. So those are not going to go anywhere. I think I am also going to keep this Wander Beauty duo. So you get a cream blush in here, which is really pretty. And then you also get this like clear, balmy highlight. It's really cute little duo, but I love this. So I'm gonna keep that one. Then we have this one from Merit Beauty in Beverly Hills. I'm gonna declutter this one. This is okay. It's very sheer though. And I just I don't love the formula. It's okay, but not my favorite. So I'm gonna declutter that one. I'm also gonna declutter these two from Jason Wu. In fact, I don't think these have ever even been swatched. No, they haven't. They're brand new. So these ones I could donate because they've never been used. I think I got these in like a holiday set, and then I never ended up using them. So those are gonna go. I don't think any of these are going. So we have the 3 Rare Beauty blushes that are pretty new. We have Teddy, which I love. This one is the deepest one called Kiss, but it's very, very pretty. Kind of want to try this on my mom too. My mom has a lot darker skin than me. I feel like that color would be really pretty on her. And then you know I'm definitely not getting rid of Bubble. Those are all definite keeps. Then we have my Rare Beauty blushes. I'm not even gonna swatch all of these. This is Happy, probably my absolute favorite. It's the really bright poppy pink. Hope is more of a like mauve-y nude color. Encourage is more of, it's a pink, just a very neutral pink. Encourage is not my favorite color. I honestly might declutter Encourage, or I'll resell this because this has barely been used. So I'm thinking I might declutter that one. I like it, but it's similar to Hope, and I like Hope better. And then I have this little mini Enjoy, which is pretty orangey. It looks orangey. I feel like I won't use this color as much though, so I think I will go ahead and declutter it. That color is pretty, it's just not like my favorite tone. So I think I will declutter that one. Okay, let's just go ahead and get the Patrick Ta palette out of the way. You know this is not going anywhere. I am obsessed with these colors, and these are all different from the ones that I have. I think you can now buy these in separate packages on Sephora since the palette was limited edition. But yeah, this just looking at this makes my heart just flutter. So that one not going anywhere. Now we've got some more creams here. This, I don't remember buying this. And it's never been used. It's like, it's a blush stick from Urban Decay. It looks like I have swatched it, but I've not used it. This I'm probably gonna resell unless my mom wants it. So I'm gonna put that in the declutter for now. Okay, this is a new one. This is from Mob Beauty. They just sent this to me, and I used it. I accidentally made these little holes in it when I was putting it in here, but this is so beautiful. So that's right there. It's just a really good pinky, kind of a mauve-y nude. This brand is so cool. So you buy the individual blush and then the compact is separate. And when you get it, you just pop the compact into this little component, and then if you use it up, you can just buy a new refill. It's a really cool concept. I really like it. They sent me a mascara and a bronzer too that I'll show you when we get to it, but I definitely want to keep this. This is a really cute brand. Then I have my new Clinique Chubby Stick in Amped Up Apple. I just got this for my Clinique video and I loved it. This is a definite keep. I have this Huda Beauty, what were these called? The Cheeky Tint blushes in Proud Pink. This is a really like poppy pink with some shimmer in it. Love this color. It's very similar to Happy from Rare Beauty, but this one has a little bit of shimmer. This one doesn't have shimmer. It's just a little bit dewy. That's a keep. I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this one from Iconic London. Something I have realized about myself is, for whatever reason, I don't use my cream blushes that you have to like squeeze out for some reason. So the ones that are in a tube, I don't know what it is. I just don't reach for these. I mean, that color is pretty, but it looks very similar to a lot of them that I have. So I'm gonna declutter that one. Then I have this one from Bodyography in the shade Cantaloupe. I randomly bought this at TJ Maxx one day when I was in there. It's a really pretty color, but very similar to a lot of them that I have. I'm gonna put this one in the maybes because I do like that color. Then I have this one from Ulta Beauty. This is the Dusty Rose color, their Stay Cheeky blush. So I got this because I saw someone saying this was a dupe for Charlotte Tilbury Pinkgasm, and I wanted to try it out. It's not exact, but it's definitely similar. And I actually do like, I don't know, I like how this looks on when I've used it. So I know I said I don't really use my squeeze tube blushes, but I feel like I want this one. Then I have two Glossier Cloud Paints. You guys, I like these because they're so iconic from Glossier, and I got them when I was in New York City right before everything shut down. And me and my mom went on a trip there, and we went to the cute little Glossier store that has now closed, which makes me so sad. But this is one I do not ever find myself wanting to use, and I don't know why. That one was the shade Puff, and then this one is Beam. Gosh, I'm so torn about these. I kind of already thought in my head that I was going to declutter these, but then I look at them and I'm like, oh, all right, we'll put these in the maybe. I'm not doing too well with blush. This is hard. Maybe I should just keep one, but I don't know which one I'm going to keep. So yeah, we're going to put that in the maybes. And then lastly, I have a Dibs Desert Island Duo Stick. So this is technically a bronzer and a blush. So you get bronzer on one end and you get blush on the other end. This is Courtney Shields brand, and I do really like this stick. So this I do want to keep. I think this is it for blushes. Milani in Nude Kiss. This is really beautiful. It's very, very pigmented, but the color on this, the formula is very good, so that one is a keep. Also want to keep this. I got this recently. This is the Wet n Wild stick in the shade Peach Bums. And this one kind of reminds me of the Huda Beauty stick, but this one is more of a peachy color. The Huda stick is more pink. This is really pretty. It's a really light coral with some golden shimmer in it. So that one is a keep. I'm gonna get rid of this L'Oreal Infallible blush. I found this randomly at Walmart on clearance. This is the shade Sexy Flush. It is a very light, cool toned pink. It almost looks kind of gray. It's very hard to get any color payoff on this, so that one I'm gonna declutter. Neutrogena multi-use stick. So the idea behind this is supposed to be, I think you just use it as like bronzer and blush. This is actually a really good formula. I wish they had made different colors though, because this is the only color it came in, and I don't love this tone. It's a little bit of a reddish coral. I love the formula though. It's really nice, creamy, easy to apply. So I love this concept. I just wish they would make more colors. The color is not my favorite. I don't know what it is with Neutrogena. They always make one color in things, and I don't understand, because they have good stuff, but the colors are just not good. Okay, then I have this NYX Sweet Cheeks blush in, what is this, Nude Tude? Yeah, Nude Tude. So this is a really pretty, really pretty color. Very pigmented. It's pretty matte is my only thing. Yeah, it's more of, it says blush mousse on it, and I would agree with that. Color is pretty, but this moussey formula with the doe foot is not my favorite, if I'm being honest. The color is pretty though. I feel like if I keep this, I'm not going to use it. It's nice, but I don't feel like I need it. Then I have Physicians, or not Physicians Formula, the Pacifica Fluffy Blush in Sunset. This is a fairly new product. Kind of a light coral. I like, again, the formula on this is nice. The color's not my favorite though. I'm gonna declutter. e.l.f. Putty Blush. This one, I opened this up to use it the other day and it's got like this weird, I don't know, it's got this brown like overlay on it. I'm not sure. I'll tell you what I really want to do. I really want to get the new e.l.f. Luminous blushes and try those out. I like this, but I just have so many that look like that, and this is kind of freaking me out with this brown layer. Yeah, I'm gonna declutter. All right, you guys, that's it. That's all the blushes. So let me pull out the maybes because I gotta make some decisions on these. I'm gonna get rid of Bodyography. I like the color, but I'm trying to only keep things that I know that I will reach for, and I feel like I won't with this one. Bareminerals and Let's Go Nude. I don't know why I'm so hung up on this one because you're not going to be able to get it, but I like the color. I'm going to keep that one. Oh, e.l.f. Always Punchy. This one is like a fruit punch color. That's what it reminds me of. I'm gonna declutter. I'm gonna declutter these, you guys. I already had it in my head I was going to, and I'm like sitting here trying to talk myself out of it. I just I don't love anything about these. The colors are okay, but they're very see-through blushes. Like they don't have a ton of pigment. They do, but they don't. When you blend them out, they look kind of see-through. And like I said, I just don't use these that you squeeze out. I feel like if I keep these, they're literally just gonna sit and I'm never gonna use them. So I'm gonna declutter. Dior in the coral shade, I'm gonna keep. I can't part with this. I love the formula and the color. It looks kind of orange on the outside, but then you go on the inside and swatch it, it's not orange. It's definitely more of a coral, which is very pretty. So that is gonna stay. I'm very torn about this one. So this is Dallas from Benefit. I don't know about this color. Like it almost doesn't even look like a blush on me. It also says new shade on it. So like, did they change this? I feel like I need to declutter. I'm just not sure about this color. That one's gonna go. Patrick Ta, She's Sincere. I don't use this color like ever. It has a lot of hard pan on it too. So I don't know, I could probably fix that. The shade is pretty though. I can't get rid of Patrick Ta. I can't do it. Okay, I need to work on that one though and get that hard pan off there. Okay, Ambient Lighting Blushes. Luminous Flush, Diffuse Heat. I had every intention of decluttering these two. And then I swatched them and I'm like, Blair, what? You can't declutter them. I mean, they look very similar. I'm running out of room here. Like, why do I not use these? Those are gonna stay. I can't get rid of those. All right, you guys. Oh, one more. Or no. Oh gosh, 3 more. This one I missed earlier. It was in my drawer and I forgot about it. This is the Tarte Bloom Amazonian Clay Blush that came out with the big Tartelette and Bloom palette. It's just a really pretty pink. It's my only Tarte blush. I like this one a lot. So that one is a keep. What am I gonna do? Okay, we have Soft Peach and Pink Dahlia. I'm gonna have to start like doing this more quickly. Otherwise, we're gonna be here until next year. That tone is just so pretty, but I don't. I can't. I'm definitely not getting rid of Pink Dahlia. Can't do it. And I don't want to get rid of this. I'm not getting rid of that one. Okay, that's it. All right, you guys, I had to reevaluate because I felt like I was still keeping too many. So I went back through and decluttered a few more. I'll just kind of show them to you quickly. So this Patrick Ta blush, I just went and kind of scraped off the hard pan. And still, I feel like I'm getting like no color payoff on this. So sadly, I am going to let that go. I am also going to declutter this Sephora collection blush. I do like this color, but let's see. I just had something that I'm keeping that's a very similar color to this. And this is just a straight up matte blush, which I don't hate, but it's not my absolute favorite. So that one is gonna go. Also this one, I used to love this blush. Like I said earlier, this Nudestix in the nude, but I was looking at it, I almost feel like this pulls a little bit orange. In some light it doesn't, but I feel like it can look a bit orange. And I'm not a huge orangey blush person, so I'm gonna declutter that. Bobbi Brown Pale Pink. I was gonna keep this, but then I have my Persona Bubble that's very similar, but it's a little more pink and not as purpley. Pale Pink from Bobbi Brown almost starts to look kind of purple. So I like the others I have better. It's also similar to the Dior Rosy Glow in pink, but I like that one better. So that one is gonna go. I decided to get rid of this. Since I'm getting rid of the cloud paints, I'm gonna get rid of this too. Like I said, I don't use this type of blush. And why would I keep this when I have Pinkgasm and I love Pinkgasm? So that one's gonna go. I did decide to get rid of one of the Hourglass blushes, the Luminous Flush color. It's pretty, but I decided I liked the other two that I had better. So that one is gonna go. Milani is also gonna go, mainly because I realized these two are almost identical, Wander Beauty and Milani, and I like this one just a little bit better. The color is very similar, but I like this one better. So I'm gonna keep that, get rid of that one. I think those are all the new ones that I added, so let me recount. All right, you guys, I cannot get rid of anything else. I love all the ones that I'm keeping. So I'm getting rid of 40 and I am keeping 49. So I started with 89. I didn't quite get it cut down to half, but almost. So I feel pretty good about that. Getting rid of 40 for me is good because I love blush.